Unit 4 Navigating Challenges and Tutoring. This presentation contains audio. Please ensure your speakers are turned up. Common challenges related to attitudes that tutors may need to work through with students include self-defeating attitudes, resistance to independent learning, grievances against other people or situations, and resentment about being accused of academic dishonesty. In the following slides, we will review information about common challenges that tutors may need to be aware of, along with suggested strategies for doing so. Students may often feel overwhelmed when faced with unfamiliar learning tasks or assignments. They may recall past events when they were not successful in learning something new. Or they may have had negative experiences or teachers when learning specific subjects. They may tell tutors that they can't do math or they are horrible at writing, or that they'll never understand this stuff. When students present in live tutoring with issues related to self-deprecatory attitudes, tutors should first empathize with the student. Tutors should aim to listen actively to students' concerns and frustrations and provide empathy and understanding through paraphrasing back to the student. After validating the student's concerns and feelings, tutors can then employ concrete strategies to help students move past self-defeating attitudes. First, tutors can share positive learning experiences with students. Often tutors can reflect and draw upon their own learning experiences to encourage students, and students love hearing their success stories. By sharing these types of stories with students, tutors model successful learning behaviors and can-do attitudes. Tutors may also suggest that students identify past learning experiences when they successfully learned a new skill such as swimming or playing a musical instrument that may have felt overwhelming at first. Tutors can also help students move past self-defeating attitudes by helping them break the learning task into smaller, less overwhelming steps. Every learning task has a starting point, whether it is drafting a working thesis statement for a composition assignment or reading the material a math unit and taking notes. Help the student determine what knowledge or skills he or she may already have. Then help him or her identify a starting point and outline some follow-up steps. Reminding the student that he or she can return to tutoring assistance at any time. This will help provide structure and order and allow the student to control the learning. Another challenge that tutors may need to navigate in tutorial sessions involves a reluctance to move toward independent learning. Since students sometimes only seek tutorial assistance after they have attempted the task on their own or exhausted other possibilities, tutoring is often their last resort. They may arrive to tutoring feeling overwhelmed or frustrated. They may not understand the role of a tutor and may expect the tutor to provide answers to their assignments or questions, or to edit or proofread their work. When students seem to be resistant to independent learning, tutors can still say yes and guide them toward understanding. They can give them strategies for completing the work on their own. They can also model the steps that students will need to take to complete the work by working similar problems or completing similar tasks. Most of the centers will have example problems that tutors can use to demonstrate learning tasks to students. Tutors can also ask students leading questions to point them toward understanding the material or the task. For example, if the tutor is helping a student learn paraphrasing skills, the tutor may ask the student, "What do you think the author meant X and Y in this particular sentence?" Students may also seek tutorial assistance when they have a grievance either real or imagined against another person, such as a professor or another tutor or a situation. They may want to air these grievances in tutoring. For example, they may feel that the professor did not cover the material thoroughly in seminar. They may claim that a tutor they worked with previously was not helpful at, or they may state that the class they are taking is useless. Again, it is important to not negate the feelings and concerns, but instead to validate them and prompt the student to move forward with the task at hand. Here are possible responses that help validate the feelings, but also move the student forward. I'm sorry you did not get the help you needed. Let's see what we can do now. I'm sorry you're having difficulty. That must be frustrating. Let's look at your work. If the student will still not move forward, the tutor may say, I understand you are very frustrated. I'm here to help assist you with your work. What would you like to work on tonight? If the student will still not move forward, it may be necessary to suggest that the student return to tutoring at a later time. For example, you may say, here is what I recommend to help you move forward. Here is a helpful resource. Go read it or watch it. Return to tutoring where any tutor may help you and we can go from there. Finally, students may request tutorial assistance when they are seeing problems with plagiarism, either intentional or unintentional. Students commit to plagiarism for a variety of reasons, including poor time management skills, ineffective paraphrasing skills, inability to use appropriate citation styles, cultural differences regarding use of others' work, and more. When helping students with plagiarism challenges, it is key to practice active listening and effective paraphrasing. It is also important to never assume that this student intentionally plagiarized or to judge the student. Instead, the tutor should work to help the student define plagiarism and understand where or how he or she may have committed plagiarism. Tutors can ask probing questions to determine where and how the student may have plagiarized. For example, the tutor can say, what outside material did you use to write this project? Show me where you used the outside material. Did you use any wording word for word from the source? If so, where? Did you use any idea from the source? If so, where? How did you acknowledge your use of outside sources? Questions like this can help students think critically about their use of research and citation. Well, these are certainly not the only challenges related to attitude that tutors may encounter. They are the most common. Key to dealing with any type of challenge related to attitude and tutoring is to remain positive and empathetic when also maintaining control of the tutorial session. In the rare occasion that tutors become aware of critical issues, they should follow Purdue Global's red-yellow alert rule. This rule ensures that executive management receives timely notification of critical matters that affect our students, campus operations facilities, and the company. A red alert is any event that could result in serious injury or harm to property or person. This should be reported within 60 minutes. A yellow alert is any significant student issue. This should be reported within 24 hours. Please refer to this unit's reading for more information about the red-yellow alert rule.